Ladies and gentlemen, here's the coin flip. That is John Schmidt at the table. Flipping, looks like he won the flip. Welcome to the 2023 Derby City Classic out here in southern Indiana. This is One Pocket. My name's Somerfield Habener, coming to you from Railbirds TV. Thanks so much for tuning in out there. We've got this is round 3 action here at the Derby City Classic. And so far, John, no losses. Chris has 1 loss. So if you don't know how this works, not a double elimination format. They play by the round out here, so every round is a redraw. John breaking the balls. He broke from a little further in than I'm used to seeing as well, but very effective break here. If he can see that 4 ball, he might have something to work with. Yeah, boy, that's a pretty tough break. At this point, you're looking at playing off the 9, kind of spinning between the 15-8, or yeah, I don't see a lot of offensive opportunity here. John very good at working within the stack too, so you got to be really cautious not to leave him something wired. Let's see what he's got in mind. This is Christopher Collins. Not really sure much about Christopher, but he is playing one of the best straight pool players in the world. And John, no stranger to One Pocket either. I had the pleasure of playing John Schmidt some 8-ball quite a while ago. I hung with him for a few games, but he obviously got the better of me. If that 4-ball does pass the 14, I think the 3 is in the way, but the 4 into the 8, if you can follow it down, is a great shot. I just don't think he can see enough of it to not get in trouble. I love that shot. I use that shot a lot. You still push stuff on his side, but you get away from that trap position. Not a lot that John can do offensively here that I can see. If he can see the edge of that 6-ball, I could see him going up and around. I'm looking at a couple different queuing positions here. Just going to put him back in the stack. Right, not a bad shot. Doesn't get there, though, and might have freed up that 6-ball. If he can see the 6-ball... Ooh, that's close. Ooh, that's close. That is real tempting. The key to seeing that whole ball is being able to control the cue ball coming off of there. And I can't tell from there whether or not Chris has access to the full ball. Looks like just a partial ball. He's shooting it. Alright, gets that over on his side. Pretty close. Protects it well with the stack. Doesn't sell a return shot. Good shot there for Chris. I say doesn't sell a return shot. John could definitely do something with the 7-ball. But like I said, that 6 is in a very threatening position. Yeah, all of a sudden you can't really afford to 3-rail this one or go for a home run derby cut on the 7-ball. He can play the 7 off the 8 and try and slip under that 6, though. Looks like he's kicking. And he could be looking at that 12-10, because that does look wired. And man, couldn't have been much closer. That's what I mean about playing out of the stack. You're going to have a really hard time. You really got to take a look at that with John. He's going to be able to make some really creative shots, and that is just so dangerous in One Pocket. Leaves him dead, I mean, not dead, but pretty straight on the 6. You're going to have a hard time getting on another ball. You might be better served not making the 6 at this point. Yeah, I kind of like banking the 1-ball and floating down behind the 10-8. Looks like he wants to shoot. It's easy to do. You want that ball. You don't want to give it up. It's not like it's definitely yours, but so trying to force something to happen and wiggles that ball out of there, unfortunately. I don't think John has a cut on the 2. I wouldn't be surprised to see him play the 3-4 here. I don't think anything goes, but it looks like it's going pretty close into that 7 ball. Uh, 12 ball gets through there as well. Looks like he's shooting the 12. He does so off the 4. Alright, so he was hitting that high enough, trying to get that 4 ball high enough to get it out of the way, but unfortunately gets a double kiss. Another good opportunity here for Christopher. We'll call him Christopher. And again, kind of straight. It's really easy to really try to force this ball around and end up bobbling this 4 ball. Buckle down, make sure you make this ball and hit that. I don't like trying to get between the 9-15 withdraw. I like going into the foot rail and back out. And that's kind of why it was really easy to just trap yourself, and all of a sudden you're on the backside of that ball and you're in trouble. You got a tough kick. Fortunately, a lot of things kind of turned against John right here. Nothing goes to his pocket real obviously. Unless you go up table. Pocketing that ball, drawn down underneath. Nice shot. Drilled that ball too. I think you're going to see John bank this 9 ball at the stack. It seems like he can use the 3 to control. No, yeah, I think that's a shot. You can hit that ball pretty hard, move stuff. Got a good chance of making a ball. 2 right by your hole right now. I would not get cute here. I'd make that 12 ball for him. And you can try and bank the 10 off the 12 and get them both out of there. You can try a bunch of different stuff, but with all those balls surrounding it, it's going to be really hard to stick the cue ball. I think your best plan is just making that 12 ball. All right. Almost got it out of there. Unfortunately, I think it's still makeable for John from here. He's going to have to put a big cut on the ball and just won't shoot it if it's not there. And that'll do too. Now it's really buried in there. And you're in a tough spot again. If you make that ball for him, you take away that threat, and he's got to at least shoot a couple shots to get himself back in a big advantageous position. Yeesh. I'm going to stick him on the backside of the 14. I'm going to hit a stop shot off the 13 and try and roll right on that 14. Can't give him access to the 9. Otherwise, he's going to cut that ball into that pack. I just don't see what else can really go right from here. We can try and come off the 10 and make that ball, come off the 2 and make his ball for him. Both tricky shots. Off the 5, makes the ball, hits a really good shot. But there, I mean, you're making a tough shot to survive, and he hit it beautifully. John giving a little tap of respect there, saying good shot. Just rolling him all the way down the table. Not looking to pocket anything. Makes good contact. Leaves him tree-topped over balls. Man, and he's shooting through the maze. And yeah, that's kind of just forcing your opponent to hopefully make a mistake. Nothing really to shoot at offensively for him here. Caught right in that crux. John not thinking twice about it. It was close. Yeah, not worried about it. Yeesh. Yep. Tough action. Play off the thin side of the 6 ball. Float under the 8. One way or the other, you want to get to that side rail. You don't just want to try and float down and hope you get right behind the 8. You want to get into that side rail. So, got to hit that pretty thin. Looks like that's what he's looking at. Never mind. He was moving the furniture. And he does so. Clears a couple balls out, but unfortunately one clears right back in on him. And John, definitely the favorite to run these balls. Interesting watching straight pool players play this game. So yeah, definitely very used to pocketing balls. They got this much in the open, and there's not much that's going to stop them. Wishes he wouldn't have hit that 7 ball. That makes things tougher. Doesn't get around it. Huh. Yeah, I feel like he played this a little fast and loose for me. He'd really like to buckle down and get out of that game. Get game number 1 under your belt. But Christopher Collins comes back to the table, staring dead at a 13 ball bank. I fire this and just try to steal a ball. I don't really load up. That could just get me in trouble. I feel like I got a pretty good shot here. If I miss it, I don't want to leave it down there. Man, and rattling that ball. Doesn't leave a return bank, though. I wouldn't be surprised if John just gives it to him. He can also kick this out, but... Wow. We're going to need to see that one again. If you practice one shot in one pocket, that might be it. I mean, being able to hit that ball that naturally is just incredible. Got to give him this ball after that. Yeah, I mean, that kick bank is just amazing. Balls are still rails are still slipping, and I mean, John hit it just about perfect. From your pocket to mine, the John Schmidt story. What a shot. And we're back here, game 1. 6-1 lead for John Schmidt. Kind of a free bank on this one. If you shoot it, you really want to stop that cue ball. Being behind the 15 can really change things, but that's only if you're planning on leaving the 1 by your pocket if you miss. Taking a pretty big swing at it. Okay, John just rolling that ball in. Again, leaving him long and tree-topped. Pretty effective stuff. And yeah, John kind of seeming to just wanting to make Christopher make a mistake. Not really forcing anything too hard. Having a little discussion. 3, 6, 8. They're all up there. 6-1. Yeah, that's one where, Christopher, if you watch this, I like, and I see a lot of pros play off the backside of that ball and go to the side rail and back down to the foot. I feel like you got a little more control of it that way. Plays a 3-railer, 3-rail combo. All right, and I mean, pretty nasty. Gets it down there, doubles him up. That'll do. Can snap the 7 ball, try and draw all the way down to the rail. I sure don't like floating it. I don't want to leave John shooting. Hits that ball pretty good, though. Almost gets behind the 3. That ball goes. Nice shot there, Christopher. I get myself in trouble here because for some reason I think it's a good idea to play off the 5 behind the 3 ball. And all of a sudden I just created a trap for my opponent to put me in. I do not advise that shot, but it's close to your work. It's easy to want to do something there. I kind of like playing off the 3 and floating down towards the 15, just making sure I get under it. All right, he's leaving him dead on the rail. Not sure if John will take this shot. I don't think he... I mean, yeah, if you make that combo, you're out. Kind of looking to see if that one plays off the 6. Wow. Well, action here for Christopher. Nothing easy, but little cinch draw on this 11 ball. Try and either stay for the 14 or pop back out for the 1. Can also float down for the 15, but that's a lot tougher little window to get. Trying to float down. Unfortunately missing that ball, but hanging him right in the jaws. Does look like John can still see it, but I don't think John can twist that 11 in. I don't think that's a makeable shot. Unless he plays it off the 15 here. He's jacked up. Oh yeah, he was trying to play off the 15. Misses it topside. Leaves a pretty straight bank here for Christopher. Yep, just buckle down and make this 15 ball. These can be confidence boosters, or they can be... they can make you feel silly. Gotta make these ones. Slips right in there for him. Good shot. Got another shot at it. This may bank around the 11 ball. I don't think so. Kind of draw a line there from the pocket up to the head rail, and yeah, you might sneak it by there, but that's tough. Looks like just making the 6 and going up table. I think if I do that, I want to protect my 11. 11 really my only ball that's threatening. I leave John a pretty good bank on it. So just kind of knocking it by his hole, but also you see getting up table. Pretty good shot there. Christopher has got this bank too. The cue ball's the issue with this bank. You got to figure out how to get the cue ball out of the way and stay on the left side of that 14 ball. Not easy. Yeah, other options here are just following the 6 ball straight down. Yeah, he's banking. Okay, so just 3-railing it out of there. That's a good shot. Leaves John a pretty good shot on either the 15 or the 1. A little safer going this way. Yeah, I mean, this is a straight bank. If you make it, you're out. If you miss it, it doesn't really sell much. He made it. So very nice shot there for John Schmidt. Probably going to take the... Might have the 14 ball. Yeah. Dead in on the 14. Gotta like him to make those. John Schmidt taking a 1-0 lead here at the 2023 Derby City Classic. This is round 3 action, like we were saying. And this is Somerfield Habener coming to you with Railbirds TV. If you're into the Derby City, if you like what you're seeing, like what you're hearing, do us a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. It's going to let you know every time we bring you new action from the Derby City Classic. Thanks for tuning in out there. We appreciate it, and I hope you're enjoying it. This is Christopher DeBray. John Schmidt with a 1-0 lead. This is kind of where I'm used to seeing the break from. Further out, so trying to clip right between that 1-6. Catches that football, so yep, that's what can go wrong. You catch that ball a little fat on the second one, and that wing ball leaks out, and it's easy to clip and scratch. So starting down a ball, that brings John Schmidt to the table. John wasting no time, just firing that combo in. Man, oh man. You on the 9 here? You gotta play the 3 to the 9. Well, it didn't go great, and I mean, unfortunately. Okay, so just gonna make this 2 ball. Look how effective that shot is. So he glanced off perfectly, pockets that ball, and gets, I mean, dead in there. Christopher's got way more balls on his side right now, and he's totally in trouble. That was a fantastic shot from John Schmidt, and definitely one to learn from out there. Traps are traps wherever they are on the table, even if they're right in front of your opponent's hole. Yeah, I mean, he's got a lot of table he can get safe from, but it's still tough action to get there. So spinning through that window, gets all the way over there. That's a good shot. John really liked having him down there. He says, let's see how I can do that again. So banking this 1 and then floating down behind the 13. Doesn't quite get there. Now's when you got to reverse that. So now's when Christopher would really like to play off this 8 ball and under that 15-11. He's looking at taking a shot here, and I like that. But yeah, it's easy to get caught up in what the offensive can provide when a defensive shot like that can work wonders for you. So going back to -1, and back to our straight pool match already in progress. John wants to touch that 1 ball here. Gets right through there, doesn't contact any of the balls. Yeah, I mean, drills the ball, that's the back of the pocket, but gotta make sure you clip those balls. Is he really playing the 6 up there right now? The answer is yes. And almost gets underneath there. Excellent try, but can't convert. Christopher's got a ball. John just moved Christopher's coin. I'm not sure why. Still -1 here. This is one where I like to run around 3 rails. So, or I guess 4 rails. So some inside on this 13 ball. Foot rail, left side rail, head rail, side rail. Back out for the 1. If you can get on the back side of the 12 or the 1, this run can really come to life. If you try and cinch back on this side, you can get in trouble. Keep going, keep going. Yeah, so I needed a little more push out there. This could still work. Here's another one where you got a great opportunity to stick him behind that 11 ball. And you don't even really have to have one close. But yeah, I like playing off the 12 ball here, right side rail, underneath the 11. If you can get him in that crook right there, it's trouble. It's hard to maneuver from there. Looking at the 1 ball. All right, undercuts it. Gets to a good spot though. Did a good job protecting the shot. Looks like John can see most of the 14 ball, and yeah, he's gonna bank this back at the 5-7, I believe. That 9 ball moved on him. I'm not sure if he must have clipped it coming out. But you can see how effective that shot is. Yeah, you either gotta push through the center of the 9 ball to get under those balls, or you gotta kick here. Clipping this 9 ball can be trouble. Gets away with it. So still hits that ball fat, but doesn't sell it out. Good shot. Yep, John right on that 7 ball, and you can see just how effective that is in taking away. Oh, they remember the spotted ball. Yep. Trying to get right between that 5-9. I think he can see through to get to the 10. You either play off the 10 and into the backside of the 7, or you just draw off that 10 and try and sit him on the backside of the 7. I like trying to move some of that stuff. Gets him right there. All right, good shot. Christopher Collins playing it smart. Playing off the 1 and going up table. That's something that John does really effectively. Yeah, boy, not only are you close to the rail, but tough to find a path through there. It's a little harder from 9 feet away. I kind of like figuring out what my line is off the 15 and using the 15 to get under the 7. Takes a big swing at it. 1 ball goes. Holy cow, and that's a turning point right there. Big shot. Man, that was wild. All right, 7 ball makeable from here. Again, this is one where you just can't really afford to take a risk. You really got to make that 7 if you shoot it, because you're going to sell something out. He's looking at banking the 8. The 8 is a little safer. Can bank that 8 and kind of get a little further to the right on that 7. The 11 also. Can bank the 11 and get into the 10-14. Yeah. I like that shot. Christopher Collins getting the ball. Somebody shoots this shot on you, they're not too worried about you as an offensive threat. So, taking his bank, he hits it wide. Didn't turn for him. And just kind of, at this point, kind of taunting Christopher Collins into taking this 9 ball. And yeah, this is a tough shot. It's hard to get underneath the 7 and stay low enough to shoot that ball. It's hard enough to pocket that ball from 7 feet away, you know? So, kind of exactly what John wants is him swinging at that ball, things turning in his favor, knocks the 7 in the pocket, insult to injury. Yep, combo here, hangs it in the pocket. Might shoot another combo here. Yeah, 5 into the 11. But gets stuck behind that ball. Can he see enough of it? That's tight. He absolutely can. No problem there for John Schmidt. He's shooting for 2. 3 rails out. Missed that 9 ball. Clips it, but gets there. All right, that's all it took. 14 balls is out ball. That's John Schmidt taking a 2-0 lead here at the 2023 Derby City Classic. Nice out. This is John to break. Christopher had his chances there. And yeah, it's tough to be sitting in your chair watching this guy break down 2-0 when you know you had the chance to swing at making it 1-1. John laying down a sweet break there. The 7 ball definitely leaked out on him. could see he opened the pack up quite a bit more than he did the first time, and I do think that's strategic. I've seen some of the pros do that. So, yeah, you swing away at this one, and you kind of take away your offensive threat, but if you get under that 10 ball, you might have action. So, makes that ball, I don't see, I mean, the 8 ball's cuttable. I don't think the 13 ball's cuttable. The 2-8 looks interesting to shove, but I don't think it goes. Yeah, I like this. Just shoot that 9. Whew. I really like to make sure I draw into that side rail and back out. That one scares me. Feels like a scratch shot to me. But taking it down, leaving John in his hole. And that's where you want your opponent to be. No obvious bank. John looking at the stack. He says he's got to try it. Yeah, when you're John Schmidt, you got to try this. So 214 off the 15. Oh. I guess he was going high. He wasn't shooting for the 2. Or he just hit that ball high, one of the 2. It did look a little better going into the 2, but he sees them a lot better than I do, I tell you what. That opens things up. Unfortunately for both players, that 113 looks dead to dead. I mean, you fire this in on John Schmidt, run 8 and out, and that feels pretty good. Nope, it's not dead enough for him. It looks like he's shooting the 6. Oh, man, that one hurts. Oh, I feel for you, Christopher. Combo coming. 13-15. Nope. Just playing the 15, drawing out. Had a pretty straight through lane there. 13, nudge in the 14. Thought he was maybe coming up for the 2. This time he'll go between the 9-11. Runs into the 9. Yeah, 11 to the 5 ball. Got room to push across. Okay, he's playing the 1. That's good to get on the 3. And 3, they're up to the 2 or over for the 5. For the 5, he needs 2. Back out to close with the 2 ball. Or the 12 ball. Gets there. Well, John Schmidt making it look easy here at the 2023 Derby City Classic. This has been a fun match and a quick one. Looks like he needs one more. No, he's shooting it anyway. He's just running balls. Let's see if he gets to 5-16 or 6-14. Who knows? John Schmidt taking that one down. He's still running. He's on 10. Is he going to close this thing out? I don't think he's going to get 14. Snapping it, running around 3 rails. Does he get around the 14 ball? He's only on 11. I'm not sure what he was spotting him. Well, great match there for John Schmidt. My name's Somerfield Habener. I've been with you with Railbirds TV. Thank you guys so much for tuning in out there. We got tons more Derby City action coming at you. Stay tuned. Check out Railbirds TV. We'll see you again real soon.